What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Wrestling Backlash. Before we get into the recap of Smackdown, we need to go through a couple of rumors and news going around the wrestling world. Is Sting coming out of retirement? Did a fan at an AEW event flash everyone on live TV? Randy Orton has some retirement plans brewing. Solo becomes the new leader of the Bloodline. And we will get into which UFC star is in talks with the WWE to make an appearance with the WWE later this year. Okay, let's get started. So, what exactly happened in the first 2 minutes of AEW Dynamite on Wednesday? I'll tell you what happened. AEW opens up the show like they usually do on a Wednesday night, with freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy coming out for the first match of the night against Trent Beretta. And within 1 minute of the show opening, the camera pans the first row of the crowd, right along ringside, and there's a lady with lime green hair, all excited for the show. And her boyfriend or husband or friend, maybe even a complete stranger, who knows? He pulls the lady's shirt open like Justin Timberlake did to Janet Jackson at the Super Bowl halftime show and exposed her boob on live TV. TBS was quick to react and blurred out her boob and cut to another camera, but it was a pretty wild start to AEW Dynamite if you ask me. Tony Khan, I know you are working remotely from Jacksonville, brother, and I don't know if she was a paid actress or something, but your fans are trying their best to hold it down for you at your live events. Well done, Dynamite. Well done. Going on to Sting's life in retirement, I think we all know that Sting retired from professional wrestling a couple of months ago, after winning his AEW tag match with Darby Allin. But it looks like the wrestling world has their hopes up that he may be coming back to make an appearance, and according to the Real Zap blog, there is absolute buzz with speculation that Sting is planning to make his next public appearance at the Twin Cities Con on November 9th. The details of his appearance at the Twin Cities Con are still pending, but the news of Sting making a wrestling appearance caused quite a stir, thinking the wrestling GOAT might make a potential return to the ring. I guess we will have to wait and see, but it will be fun to see Sting at a public appearance in November. And speaking of retired legendary wrestlers, future WWE Hall of Famer and legend killer Randy Orton is starting to make plans for his own retirement. Randy Orton has provided a significant update on the future of his wrestling career. According to Yahoo Entertainment, and in an interview with Adam's Apple, Randy Orton discussed how his wrestling career has evolved into the role he plays today. With all of his injuries, including his most recent spinal infusion surgery, he knows he is close to the end of his career. In fact, Randy said he has been in pain through his entire 30s and has been begging for time off since he was 35 years old. Now that he is 44 years old, and Triple H is the guy running the show, Randy Orton has stated that he plans to wrestle full-time until he reaches 50 years of age.
Be on the road every week. I want to make all the TVs. I want to be on all the PLEs and go into my 50s.
Really?
Maybe I wrestle till I'm 50 and call it 30 years with the same company on top. I've wrestled more.
But full-time may look like Randy coming up to Triple H and telling him he may need a week off to recover from time to time. Randy stated, quote, "I'm a full-time guy. I don't want to do the old Undertaker or Shawn Michaels schedule, which they needed to do, understandably, but I want to be on the road every week. I want to make all the TVs. I want to be on all the PLEs. At 44, I would love to be able to go until my 50s. Maybe I wrestle until I'm 50 and call it. That's 30 years. 30 years with the same company on top. It feels like now is the perfect environment for me to thrive." Close quote. Yes, Randy, we agree with you. That sounds like one hell of a career. Now, we know we have 6 years of RKOs left until you ride off into the sunset. So UFC star Derrick Lewis has stated to some media sources that the 39-year-old UFC fighter is in the talks right now with the WWE about making a future appearance for the company. Derrick Lewis mentioned that he wants to take off his shorts and might want to do something like a Rikishi stinkface. Maybe Lewis will make an appearance at SummerSlam later on this year. Hell, maybe he gets in the ring with Logan Paul. Let us know what you think. Do you want to see Derrick Lewis in the WWE, or should he stick with the UFC and not worry about wrestling? Don't forget to subscribe and leave your comments below. Now that all of the wrestling news and rumors are out of the way, let's get right into this thrilling recap of Smackdown and the first round of the Smackdown King of the Ring matches. AJ Styles versus Randy Orton and Tama Tonga versus Angelo Dawkins for the King of the Ring matches, and Bianca Belair versus Candice LeRae, Jade Cargill versus Piper Niven, and Naomi versus Nia Jax for the Queen of the Ring matches. But before the matches even started, the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes comes out to cut his WWE Championship World Tour promo. I gotta tell ya, the crowd in the Mohegan Sun Arena sounded just as loud as the French crowd last weekend at Backlash. Cody meets the SmackDown GM Nick Aldis in the center of the ring and proceeds to talk about what's next for him as the undisputed WWE Champion. And wow, what a shocker of an announcement. Guess who is going to be Cody Rhodes' next opponent at the King of the Ring PLE? None other than the United States Champion, Logan Paul. Logan said as he was coming down the ring, "I bet you didn't see that one coming." Yep, you're right, Logan. We definitely didn't see that one coming at all. Logan mentioned what better way to kick off the Logan Paul Levesque era. Pretty impressive play on words, Logan. Well played. So, it will be a champion versus champion match at the King of the Ring PLE. Now, say what you want about Logan Paul, but you have to give this guy some credit. His promos are good, his interactions with the crowd are good, and his in-ring performance is quite frankly pretty damn good. I think this booking for Logan Paul and Cody Rhodes actually makes sense. It should be a great match later this month. Let's get right into the first match of the night in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania at the Mohegan Sun Arena. Naomi takes on Nia Jax in the first round of the Queen of the Ring tournament. During the match, the Wyatt family QR code flashed again this week. If you haven't seen the previous weeks of Raw and SmackDown, they keep flashing this symbol throughout the broadcast, which makes me think the Wyatt family is very close to resurging in the WWE. The question still remains, will Bo Dallas be coming back to lead the Wyatt family as Uncle Howdy? I can't wait to see. Back to the action as Jax dominated the entire match. It could have been because Naomi was about to have a wardrobe malfunction and was fixing her top the whole match. Jax executes her Annihilator and pins Naomi by sitting on her chest to win the match and advance to the next round. The next match of the night had Baron Corbin taking on SmackDown's #1 overall draft pick, Carmelo Hayes. This back-and-forth match was a carryover from their NXT days, and this match didn't disappoint expectations. Hayes is a rising star in the WWE, and he proved it by beating Corbin with a counter to the failed attempt at the end of days. Corbin puts over Hayes, and Hayes moves on to the next round. Quick action tonight as the next match is already up right after the commercial break. Jade Cargill takes on Piper Niven in the next Queen of the Ring matchup. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe this was Jade Cargill's very first singles match in the WWE. She didn't disappoint as Cargill hits Piper Niven with her jaded finishing move and advances to the next round against Jax. Cargill's tag partner, Bianca Belair, immediately follows her into the ring to face off against Candice LeRae. I'm actually happy they had Jade Cargill go before Bianca Belair, because it is very obvious that Belair performs way better in the ring than Cargill. I think it would have made Cargill look like a noob out there if she went after Belair. Needless to say, Belair made light work of Candice LeRae and easily advanced to the next round. Solo finally lets everyone know that he talked to Roman Reigns, and until he comes back to work in the WWE, Solo is the one calling the shots by way of the tribal chief. Paul Heyman is still with the Bloodline and will be Solo's Wiseman, but it looks like Solo will be taking his counsel from his newest additions of the Bloodline. I have a feeling there is a civil war brewing inside of the Bloodline family. Speaking of the newest additions of the Bloodline, Tama Tonga is next up in the King of the Ring tournament as he faces the Street Profits' Angelo Dawkins. This is Tama Tonga's first singles match on SmackDown, and with the Bloodline ringside, we all knew Dawkins had no chance in this match, even with Montez Ford ringside. Tama Tonga pins Dawkins to win his match, and of course, Solo gives Dawkins a Samoan spike after the match as an exclamation point as the Bloodline's new leader. The final match and main event of the night has AJ Styles facing off against the Viper Randy Orton. These two future Hall of Famers are trying to fill their resume with their first ever King of the Ring tournament championship. AJ attacked the left leg of Orton throughout the match and hit him with a phenomenal forearm from the top rope. But it wasn't enough to keep Orton down. Randy hit the RKO out of nowhere and goes on to pin AJ Styles to win the match and moves on to the second round. A great finish to a great SmackDown broadcast. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe to see more of our wrestling videos. Until next time.